Oh, whew. We picked up some bulk goods the other day, and that included 25 pounds of flour and 25 pounds of rice. And today I thought I would show you how I store my flour long term. Now I like to put my flour in the freezer, kill off any little bugs, any little critters that might have gotten in here while it was in the warehouse or while it was being packaged. But there's no way I have room to put this huge bag into my freezer. So I kind of do it in stages. So let me show you the way that I personally like to set up my flour for long-term storage and for ease of use. So let's perform surgery, Sally. Got a good grip. We're just gonna cut it right down the middle. Don't be scared. It's not like I've, done this before. I want to have an available work area here that I can just kind of peel these back so I have easy access to all of this beautiful flour. Now I will admit it's white flour, it's been bleached, but we grabbed it in case we find ourselves in a pinch. I've been leaning more and more towards using some whole wheat flour. One of these days we hope to get a mill and grind our own wheat berries. But for now, we have been getting any flour that we can get on sale just because of how the stores have been in this last year. So what I've been doing when I bake my bread lately is I've been using half and half. Half of the white all-purpose flour, half of my wheat flour, and I do that to bake my bread. But what do I do with all of this? I like to get, my Instant Pot went off. I'm making another video. I'll put the link to that here for a really delicious entree for dinner tonight. It's going to be spaghetti squash lasagna. So click on that if you're interested in that. But for our flour here is I like to have the little sandwich bags for lunch. Now I saw this done on another YouTube video. I will try to locate that video, put the link in the description below so she gets some credit for this great idea. I don't recall who it is, and I apologize to her in advance. I will do my best to give her some credit. I like to scoop 3 cups of flour. 3 cups of flour is going to go into this bag. I scoop it into my 1 cup measuring cup. I'm a lefty, so I have to switch things around here. And level that off and just pop it in the bag. So there's 1 cup. There's 2. Now I could just scoop this, but then it's going to compact everything down. Then your measurements aren't going to be accurate. So I'm using this little scooper to just kind of fill my cup up here. Level it off. And then when I measure it out to make my bread, then I'll put it through a sifter to make sure that I get accurate amounts. So there's 3 cups. Now the reason I like to do my little bundles in 3-cup increments is because I love to bake a beautiful artisan bread in our solar oven, and it calls for 3 cups of flour. So I leave a little out to the side so I can use that when I'm putting my dough together. It is the easiest bread recipe ever. And when I make a video for that, I will be sure to put it in the description box below, a link to that, as well as an iCard up above. But for now, we're just getting our flour ready. So I like to put 3 cups of flour in, and then just roll the bag so it makes a nice little bundle. I've got some masking tape here, and I will just take a little strip of masking tape, just enough to put it on the tab of that bag to grab it, wrap it around on that bundle there so the bundle stays secure. Then what I do is I have a Sharpie, and I will mark that bundle, what I've got in here. And in here I'm just going to put 3C for 3 cups, AP flour for all-purpose flour. And this is ready to go. So what I do is once I get enough of them, like I said, I will either put them in my airtight bags that I put through my food saver, or I'll just take the really large Ziploc bags and I will just place them in here, and they hold about 4 or 5. This then, I can seal this up, pop it in the freezer, kill off anything that might be in that flour. I haven't had that issue in a long time, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Then once I have that done, I put these in 5-gallon buckets. I also put a couple of bay leaves in my 5-gallon buckets just to kind of keep the critters at bay. So I will be making bundles out of all of this flour today, and in sections I will be putting it in my freezer for 3 days, taking it out, letting it become acclimated, and then I will put it back in the bag and put them in 5-gallon buckets and put it in my long-term storage. The great thing about doing it this way, for me personally, again, you can do it any way you want, is when I want to bake a loaf of bread, all I have to do is just grab this, my yeast, my salt, and flour. Those are the only ingredients. Water. Flour, yeast, salt, and water. And then I make a beautiful loaf of bread. But I don't have to measure my flour out, make a mess again. It's just all right here in this neat little bundle. So I'm going to get working on getting the rest of these done. Now I bundle those up, and here I've got my tape, and what I do then is I will peel off these sections of tape and I'll stick them to the edge of my countertop, so I'm not doing tape, doing a bag, doing tape, doing a bag. I'll just get a bunch of little sections ready, just stick it onto the edge of my countertop. I'll just pick up my bundles, and like I said, I like to catch the end of the bag and then wrap it around the rest of the bag. When I'm ready for this next one, just grab the tape, grab the bag, edge there, and just wrap it around. If you like my videos, if you like hanging out with me here at the farm, I sure would love it if you would hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way when I post a new video, you'll know about it right away. And always try to come up with something fun to do here at the farm. Okay, well, I'm all done. It's later in the day now. The sun has gone on the other side of the house. I've had to turn the lights on. So it'll change the look of things in here. However, I've been working at getting all of my flour put together. I ended up with 26 bundles of all-purpose flour, all measured up for making bread. So I will be able to make 26 loaves of bread if I make a loaf of bread every week. 6 months worth of bread sitting right here that I don't have to worry about measuring out. I can store these in my 5-gallon buckets. If we hit upon hard times, we're able to pull from that stash. Now somebody might say, oh, don't tell everybody what you've got in your pantry. Don't tell everybody what you've got in your stash. This is okay. If we have a blizzard and if somebody can make it to my house in a blizzard, I will bake them a loaf of bread. I'm not worried about them coming and taking my flour. But it's good to be prepared. It's good to be prepared in hard times. When the stores run low, if we happen to have some more times where food doesn't make it to some of the smaller communities, or food in your larger communities sell out in a heartbeat, it's good to have something put aside. Now I'll utilize these up. Like I said, they're my long-term storage. I'll utilize some and then replace them as I go. But for now, I know that I'm set for at least 26 loaves of beautiful artisan bread. I will be doing a video showing you how to make the bread, baking the bread out in our solar oven. It is a beautiful, beautiful artisan loaf, and I enjoy it so much. So that's all for now with regards to putting up my flour for my long-term pantry storage. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you're able to put it to practice for your homestead. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye-bye.